Hi everyone, in this video we'll talk about the package sqldf in R. This is a very useful package if you already know SQL and you would like to use the SQL language in RStudio itself. So I have seen many people, are very fluent in SQL and they know the query language, and they would also not like to, learn new syntax in R just to get the same work done which can be done via an SQL. And since using SQL generally requires a server connection, a proper platform to use it, they generally don't have many options to work with SQL outside of the server connection. So today this package sqldf in R gives us that exact functionality to use SQL queries in RStudio. So let's say you have a data set and you want to filter it out, right? You can actually use an SQL syntax in RStudio to get your work done, and you don't have to learn new R syntax at all. So this will be focused on people who already know SQL, or you can also learn SQL online and try to implement it in R if you would like to do so. So with that, we start this video. I'll first import the data set. I'll see what my working directory is. I'll set my new working directory files for R, and I'll upload a sales order data set. I'll paste the link in the description below. It's a free data set available online. You can use it for your own practice as well. I'll just run this chunk. Okay, and now if you see, we have a sales order data set imported in R. It's the very same data set that we have used in the Excel videos as well. Please check it out. It's on the top right corner. Now we'll just load the sqldf package. First we have to install. So for installing, there's a simple command, is install dot packages bracket open sqldf, and you just need to run this command and you will get the package installed. Since I'll not be using it right now, I'll comment it out. Now I'll first load the package. It's library sqldf, and now I can actually start writing SQL queries, but there's a catch. It can only be within the parenthesis of a function called sqldf. I want to propose a question. The question is, I want to only see sales done by a rep called Jones, right? I don't want to see anything else. I mean, this data set is immaterial to me. I only want to see how Jones is doing. So for that, I need to extract the data set that only contains the name of rep called Jones. Now I know how to do that in Excel. I know how to do that in SQL, but I don't know how to do that in R. In R, I don't need to learn R. I can use the sqldf function. Using the function Jones underscore sales sqldf open parenthesis double quotes, and here I start writing my SQL query, which is very simple and straightforward. I want to select everything, star means everything, from sales order, the dataset that I just imported. You can see it at the bottom, where rep is equal to Jones. Rep is the column name, and in single quotes is the text Jones. So once I run this, I'll have a new dataset created called Jones underscore sales, and you can see all the rows with the rep called Jones has been extracted, and I have a data frame in R itself, right? So this is how we can actually use sqldf in R, and this is highly recommended if you already know the SQL queries, the basics. You can just speed up your process by using some SQL queries with some R syntax that you can use on the data frames, and this will actually help you a long way in analyzing or exploring the data set that you're working on. There's also a caveat to this. If you want to use sqldf function without actually using the command library sqldf, you don't want to load the whole package, you just want to use one command sqldf and that's it. Like in the process of the whole code, just one time you want to use sqldf. So what do? In that, you just need to use this syntax sqldf and colon. Now why is this? This actually means, like, sqldf colon means from the package sqldf, use the function sqldf bracket open, right? So this is what it means. So if I want to use something from dplyr package, I use dplyr function colon and then my function that's in the dplyr package. So this is just a syntax that in R we generally use if you want to only call one function from one package once in the whole code, because it does not make sense to load the whole package just for running one line of code. So you can explore this. I'll highly recommend you to explore this function a lot, and if you already know SQL, this is a golden package for you, and this will speed up your processes a lot. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.